100.3 Vivek आपके साथ and we continue talk real estate. With us is Rahul Tharwani, Director of Sales from Skyview Real Estate. Rahul, good morning and welcome to Talk 100.3.
Good morning. Good morning.
So the boss is away. The boss is back from Spain.
Yes, he just got back last week, middle of the week, and suddenly he's dived into work. There are a few launches going on, so it was very important for him to be there.
Right. I was very intrigued about the Nakheel launch. I saw the celebrations on his Instagram
Yesterday,
page.
yeah. I think everybody saw it on Palm Jumeirah. Yes, me and Mr. Akash were there. They called top two people from each company, and only 40 agencies were called.
Okay.
And it was very interesting. They launched this 71-story building. Prices starting at 21 million, going up to 107 million.
Let me hear it again. Prices start from
21 million for a two-bedroom apartment. And yesterday I spoke to a client.
Studied, is it?
No, you won't believe it. Yesterday I spoke to a client. I told him 4,500 square feet is a two-bedroom apartment. He's like, are we really talking about a two-bedroom?
Right now?
Yeah, they doubted my understanding of the project. It was quite amazing. I mean, the designs and what they have come up with. They're trying to, bring more properties like Royal Atlantis, the Atlantis, the One Palm Jumeirah. And Nakheel is going a little more on the luxury stage after doing mass builds.
We had heard about this, that there is a short supply of luxury properties as well.
Actually, yes. And considering the markets abroad, what's happening in Dubai is like a lot of people are moving, finally, leaving everything behind in Europe, US, and the other Western markets. So what they're comparing today's Dubai market to is basically they are finding it still cheaper.
Right.
And luxury properties not being there, they are trying to pay more for whatever little is available.
Right. So Rahul Tharwani with us, Director of Sales from Skyview Real Estate. आपके पास कोई भी सवाल, you have questions, you can call us 800-81003 or you can send us a WhatsApp 05-8686-1003. Lot of property developments happening, a lot of influx because of geopolitical reasons as well. Today's topic is how to get the best value from property assets. So when we talk about property assets, it could be commercial, it could be residential?
Both ways, residential and commercial both. And nowadays there are hotel apartments also. But to increase the value on a particular project or an asset, mostly residential works because commercial has a fixed purpose. Residential is actually very, very flexible.
Okay.
What you can do a lot with today's offerings in the market. The developers are being the same, they're trying to establish a certain style. But how you modify that certain style to stand out from the rest of the people in the market actually gives you a higher rate of return than the others.
Right.
So, for example, in a building which is ground plus 4 in JVC or a 60-story tower in Business Bay, there are certain set units which will have the same views, the same entrance, and the same specifications.
Right.
But a lot of people are doing upgrades to their houses as per their own style, as per their own experience, as per their own perspective, which is actually fetching quite a higher demand. Rather than, the standard same.
Yeah. Recently we saw, I think, I forgot the name of the area, but around $31 million just for the plot of land.
That's the Jumeirah Bay.
That was the highest ever anyone paid for a plot of land.
Yes. So very interesting area. Jumeirah Bay Island has been, climbing up in terms of value. Today's market, it is the most expensive piece of land. It's an island. It's shaped as a seahorse. They've already introduced the Bulgari resort. So that is actually making the prestige of the island higher and higher. And there are very limited plots and all of them have sea view. And it's kind of a row of houses, till the end of the sea, till the end of the island. So any side you stay on, you will get pure views of the sea.
Beautiful.
That is why probably the price.
So is Dubai redefining luxury right now? Is it setting a new benchmark for the world to see that, what luxury looks like?
Absolutely. Yesterday's launch, the Como Residences by Nakheel, they had only one tagline being repeated again and again. Impossible doesn't exist.
Amazing.
And these guys are actually proving it that it doesn't exist by, bringing up offerings which are, we could not have thought.
Unimaginable.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's very interesting where it is going. And considering dirhams pegged to dollars, and then
Stability.
stability, and also euro and pounds and dollars. People are actually wherever they're living and staying and working in those countries. Today they are feeling a little less comfortable there, so they want some place to go and be comfortable.
Right.
And if the same value is giving them much more in terms of offerings, in terms of luxury, I think that's why Dubai is climbing.
And always there's this age-old question that, there is some bit of volatility attached with real estate. When the market is great, it is time to sell. And when, it is falling, it is time to buy. I'll give you a recent example. One of our family members happened to sell one of his house in Executive Towers, Business Bay. And then they happened to invest in Pulse, where they got a beachfront view.
Very nice.
A villa. It's still in the completion stage though. But the kind of investment decisions that they made, I was really amazed. The awareness that they had of the current situation. So it's very important to be aware of what's happening where.
Absolutely. These guys, I mean, what I would say is they actually saw and were confident in the vision. Dubai South, the Pulse, the entire master development has very big plans. And considering the airport, there's a reason they kept the airport so far away. They want to fill up all the space in the middle. DXB airport, the existing airport, is congested. It is actually one of the most congested airports in the world at the moment. It's the largest.
Absolutely.
This is going to be massive. So anybody who's living in between these two airports will certainly get more appreciation. And also the DIP area being leasehold, today they are actually slowly converting it into freehold. So the government, the leadership here is actually very, very vision oriented. They know that what's going to happen in the future, and they are actually taking steps much ahead of the other guys all around us.
Absolutely. And when you say that, ki bahut dur hai, it's quite far, it is nothing now. It's all going to be very well connected. We've been getting some questions. We'll get to that. Aapke paas sawal 0586861003. That's the number to WhatsApp. Or give us a call 800-81003. Rahul Tharwani with us, Director of Sales from Skyview Real Estate. A lot of developments we were talking about, especially the one which happened last night, Nakheel ka, and very interesting. We got a message. In fact, about the new announcements that have been made, Rahul, recently. Now, Mudappa ka message hai, he's asking your opinion on Views and Fashions project by Danube Properties, and I think they've advertised it all over Dubai.
Well, Danube definitely knows how to advertise good, and they do it really, really well. And also, they've been in the market for long. Danube was like a construction contracting company, so they know their construction as well. So in terms of quality, they are pretty good. In offerings, they're good. Now what they're doing is they're going into established areas and trying to collaborate with brands. Similarly, what we saw in Aston Martin Views, and we saw Fashions, now Fashion TV development. The one thing I really love about Danube is that, in spite of going into the upper luxury scale with these projects, they are still, keeping those payment plans which people loved. 60 months payment plan, 1% monthly. In today's market, nobody is giving. There are a few, unbeatable. There are developers giving, but those developers are also a little new. So trusting them always is going to be a little difficult for people who are getting in for the first time. Danube has been in the market for long. They've delivered projects. Earlier, they were into affordable category and locations which were nice for people, who wanted to get out of renting and living. Instead of paying rent, they're paying towards their own property, a percentage per month. That's a wonderful offer. A lot of people do not like mortgages. This is a perfect opportunity for them, and Danube actually gives them that.
Right. What's the price point for Fashions? Views?
Considering it being associated with a luxury brand, the price point is a little higher than the other categories Danube has. Studios, one beds are between 1.3, 1.5 million, and it goes a little higher than that.
All right.
So they also have one bedroom options plus pool. A pool in a one bedroom option, which is like 1.51 million to 1.715 million. This is like basically for those guys who want to rent out the properties as a holiday home.
Correct.
Generating vehicles. So that brings me to our topic of the day actually.
Right.
How to gain more value from your assets. These kind of things are very rare. Yesterday, a client asked me in Arjan, Rahul, I've been seeing a lot of developments coming with a pool. So if I see hotels, there is not much. Today, if I find a hotel with a pool in the own apartment, there's only one, which is 5 in JVC.
Okay.
Now, if JVC has been established since many years, and 5 has been established
Right,
in
in
JVC,
JVC,
for many years, and they're giving this very interesting poolside 1 bedroom for about 2,000 dirhams a night, in spite of it being in JVC. Why wouldn't your fashions, why wouldn't your views fetch that kind of rent? And 2,000 per day is about 60,000 per month. In a year, 365 days, 6 months, also if you rent it at this rate,
Right.
I think you would make like a 10-11% rate of return, and without even paying the entire 100% amount.
This is amazing.
That's how you increase your value from these particular properties.
And really, there are many bullet points that you need to keep in mind when you want the best value from property assets. Aapke paas bhi sawal, you can always send a WhatsApp 0586861003. You can always give us a call 800-81003. But about Skyview Real Estate, if you want to know more about properties and investments, you can call them on 050-285-9321. That's 050-285-9321. Now, Rahul, we need to know some points on how to get the best value from property assets.
There are a few points which you should really consider. I mean, in terms of, let me say 3 or 4 points to keep it a limited number.
Okay.
Location is always key. If you're entering into real estate, make sure, if it's your first investment, make sure you pick locations like, for example, JVC and Arjan. Why I say JVC and Arjan? These are safe investments.
Okay.
JVC is already established, the infrastructure is there. People love to live in it. It's close to Al Khail Road, it's close to Hessa Street, it's close to Mohammed bin Zayed Road. You want to go in all 4 directions in UAE, I won't say Dubai, you'll get there easily.
Okay.
Now, considering the traffic at Al Khail and Sheikh Zayed Road today, every evening, it's a mess. Everybody wants to go to Dubai, everybody wants to go to downtown area.
Right.
But if you're living in JVC, you're actually coming from downtown or whichever side you're working, back to the opposite direction, and you won't face traffic.
Nice.
Location is number 1. Second is, in terms of investment, try to see payment plans, try to see mortgage offerings. Do not expose your whole investment in one go. There is a lot in the market. Developers are trying to fetch demand by giving you very good offers.
Okay.
Buying from the developer today, it makes sense, that's why. So, for example, we had a project in JVC, they were saying 2 years construction, but they were saying only pay 30% during construction. So, your exposure was very limited. If the developer delays, your money is not more exposed than 30%.
Right.
And then on the handover, you pay 70%. You can pay cash if you're a financially stable person. If you want to take a mortgage, you'll take a mortgage. Now, once you get the handover, point number 3 is try to make your unit or your asset stand out from the others. Now, this is the most important point. Now, I've been renting as well. I wish to buy, but at the moment, because of our family, I mean, my mother is a little unwell, so I have to be close to places where I cannot buy, so I have to rent.
Okay.
So whichever building I went, all of the units are usually same. But few units I've found when somebody has put wooden flooring, which is practically inexpensive today.
Nice.
The kitchen is a little better than the others, modular, or even the countertops today are actually not very expensive. If you go into a building and all of the 1-bedroom units or 2-bedroom units have a brown countertop, if I put a grey one,
Right.
that will increase your value by 1,000, 2,000 dirhams per month. You never know, because people love it. The bedrooms, the bathrooms, do a little bit upgrade, maybe balcony, put some landscaping, and then rent it out rather than giving a flat, clean apartment.
Correct. Yeah.
That way, also, if you notice, a lot of holiday home rental generating opportunities.
Great.
People are coming to Dubai today. If I go to Airbnb or if I go to Booking.com, if I go to Agoda, Make My Trip, they're giving those offers. But then the inventory available is very, very little.
Okay.
If you go to Google Map, put satellite mode, and you scroll through the entire beachside area, you trust me, you won't get anything below 1,500 dirhams, 2,000 dirhams per night.
Okay.
And they have very strict rules of check in, check out, and all that nonsense. But when holiday home comes into picture, if you get a trusted operator, you will probably get much more than that
Nice.
in terms of an average basis. So these things are important.
Right. Small things,
Yeah.
kabhi aap notice nahi karte, but yeah, these are the things you have to
Absolutely.
pay attention to. Your questions on 0586861003 and also getting best value from property assets. I think the decision at the right time is extremely important.
It is.
Now, as of now, if you see a lot of people are buying, would you suggest that this is the right time for a lot of people who are residing here in UAE to jump into it?
Well, definitely. See, me as a real estate professional, my job is basically to advise on properties. So today I have a lot of interest coming in from, again, going back to where the demand is coming from, Western countries.
Correct.
Europe, the Middle East. I mean, earlier there was a lot of demand from Saudi, Qatar, Kuwait, and India, and China. Now everything is coming from the West.
Okay.
Of course, Russia is always there. But then again, the guys who really want to move in for the long term, they're coming in.
Okay.
And trust me, I do not have good enough options supply
give
to them. No.
Okay.
The same thing if it would have happened in 2019, there was a lot. Everybody was saying supply is lot, supply is lot.
Right.
Today, I do not have options to give them. So if you're finding something which makes sense, pick it today. Because somebody else is going to come who's going to say, okay, fine, this is 2,000 dirhams per square foot. He's going to calculate it in $500 or
Nice.
maybe $400. He's going to see what his home country I can buy in $400.
Correct.
That's probably a studio or something, but here you're getting a 2-bed. That's why you should buy.
And also, very interesting point where I saw an article recently where they said that, because the prices are rising so much, rents itna bad raha hai, there are a lot of pressure that's coming into people to go into actually buy the property rather than rent. We'll talk about that. You have any questions, you can send us a WhatsApp 0586861003. Or if you want to get in touch with Skyview Real Estate, the number to call 050-285-9321. Rahul, we got a question from Palomi. Do you see the market dipping down as rising prices in comparison to last 6 months have stagnated, if not dipped? And what's your take on that?
Well, I wouldn't say it's dipping down. Stagnated could be a reason because summer is coming. Every summer we see a little slowdown. But considering availability to sell. Now, again, I think we were having this conversation on a personal note. We as professionals today, we are not finding enough supply.
Right.
And if there is no enough supply, for whatever existing supply is there, the prices are going to be asking prices which nobody would like.
Exactly.
That is why probably it's going a little up. But we would say it's dipping only if those asking prices which are up were not transacting.
Okay.
Today the market is transparent. You go to DLD website, you see so many updates. So and so community, you put in the details and you see what price the last unit or your neighboring unit has been sold.
Right.
You will get transparent details. So for example, Elan townhouses, I mean they are ready now. We had sold these for about 1.4, 1.45 million 3-bedroom townhouses. Today nobody is willing to sell it less. The guys who have bought it, taking the stress of 3 years of investing without a return, 60% they've already put it and waited 2 years, 2.5 years. Now if they're asking 2.5, 2.6 million, that's kind of, they're right. You could think of it in that way. I mean, if today I come in and if I pay and suddenly ask for 600,000, I would say, okay, man, you are a little whatever.
Quoting high.
Yeah. But somebody who has taken the stress of 3 years buying off plan,
Right.
today if they're asking certain sense of appreciation or seller's profit,
A 10% increase every year,
10%
let's say,
increase
yeah.
every year.
Yeah.
That's the same thing what you would buy today and rent it out every year and take 8% or 9%. So dipping, I wouldn't say. Summer's affected. It will go up because again, the supply, dipping or not dipping is entirely correlated to demand and supply.
Right.
If there was supply, then it would have dipped.
Right. But we don't see any signs of dipping.
No.
And
not at all.
again, coming to that question where before the break, I was asking you that, I saw in an article, a lot of people are being under that pressure. And that pressure got to me in 2014 when the property prices were at peak. So that pressure, you feel a lot of people are getting into, or is it that, a decision that lies on the residents.
You mean the renting versus buying?
Exactly,
Okay.
because the rents are increasing and there is
They
a
are.
pressure on residents to actually buy it rather than rent it, because the mortgage would come approximately the same, considering that the IBOR rates are quite high right now because of the Fed increase.
Correct. So this it's again it's economics. Now rents are going up. Why? Because people who are coming. They want to try out things first.
Right.
Again, the other countries which we spoke about, the Western nationals, or even people from Russia, whoever has gone to Georgia, they're looking for a job, and then they find the closest place to be in Dubai.
Right.
Same way for UK, European nationals, Spain. Weathers are cold. The political, economical aspects are not so comfortable. They're moving here. They want to try for 1 year.
Right.
They see rents amount. They're comparing it to again GBP, euros, ruble, whatever. They're saying it is not expensive. They're willing to pay a landlord so and so amount. That is taking the rents up. And supply is less on the other hand.
Correct.
If the supply is less on the other hand, I mean, of course, the rents are going to go high.
Right.
So now people who have been here for long,
Exactly.
for them it is advisable to buy because you have already seen what Dubai can do in the most difficult scenarios.
Right.
COVID was an example.
Correct.
People said Expo wouldn't
The
happen.
bounce back was spectacular.
Amazing.
Talk
I mean,
of the world.
Exactly. And till today, even if COVID has gone, there's a lot of things happening all around the world.
Right.
People are saying, fine, you know what, this is the only place.
Correct.
So there are more people coming
Safety,
in.
security.
And
Right.
people who have been here for 15, 20 years, I
Exactly.
mean, these guys I have learnt the most from.
Exactly.
And
they have an emotional
ups,
connect
yeah,
with the
they've told me
place.
ups and downs. But these guys are buying, considering, they're saying, why not we buy instead of waiting for these guys to come and buy and take the price up? So if we buy, we are going to probably, make sure that we make
exactly
that appreciation.
extra money,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So property investment is a very interesting subject, and Rahul has been giving us some amazing points about how to get the best value from property assets as well. Your questions on 0586861003 पर अगर आपको स्काई व्यू रियल एस्टेट के साथ कांटेक्ट करना है, द नंबर टू कॉल 0502859321. So one scenario, we got a message where he has an apartment in Serena Bella Casa. He got this apartment in 2017.
That's a townhouse, I think.
It's a townhouse, 3-bedroom. And since 2017, he's been renting it. Now, since the price appreciation has happened and he's giving it on rent as of now 70,000, but the actual value is around 110. So he's given the notice to the tenant as well for a year. But he's very adamant on selling that property because he thinks that, that will be a good income that he'll generate. So would that be a right decision to make, to sell the property or to continue renting
it?
it?
Depends on maybe two factors. I think what price did he buy that 2017?
1.7.
1.7 million. 3-bedroom townhouse. I'm
3-bedroom
guessing
townhouse.
2,100 square feet.
Easily.
Now today, if I go around in the market looking for a ready townhouse, I would not get anything below 2.2, 2.3 million. 1.7, we are talking about 600,000 increase. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. It was handed over in 2020, 2021 in the
Right.
COVID time.
Correct.
And then it was renting. So probably we rented it out for 2 years, made another 70, 80,000.
A month. A year.
year.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you have paid the full 100% and if you are looking at something else you could put the same money in, then you should sell it.
Okay.
Because Serena is still the community with beautiful houses, spacious rooms, but the community has not much in terms of amenities.
Okay.
Whereas today the newer communities are coming, they're coming with amazing amenities which we never thought.
Okay.
Take the Mac Lagoons for example, take
Right.
the Al Garf for example.
Right.
Imar's Arabian Ranch is also very, very good.
Right.
And so, I mean, yeah, it has to be like a financial decision. So depending on 2017, people got wonderful payment plans from DP and Imar both. Today, you can't get those. I mean, I wish we could get those.
Okay.
So if your invested amount and the increase in appreciation, increase in the property value is matching and making sense, then probably sell it.
And get another one
Yeah.
in a new community.
Yes, put that same money.
Right. And which are the great investment opportunities in terms of property? We'll get to know that as well. Rahul, community of the week. Now, this is quite interesting. People who are already invested and who are already living, they'll feel really happy if you name their community.
Yeah, I mean, there are a few where my very close clients are living. There's one particular community. Now, till 2020, 21, this community, people were saying, like, what is happening here?
Right.
I mean, is it
No
necessary?
developments,
No. Is it necessary to build something here? This was Dubai Harbour.
Oh, next to
Emaar beachfront, Marina, through and through Marina.
Correct.
So, what has happened here is people have loved this particular spot and the kind of developments which are coming. First, it was only Emaar beachfront, 22 towers. They came up with about 11, 12, and they've already handed over 7, 8 towers.
Right.
Renting exceptionally well. One bedroom is going at about 240,000.
Oof.
And people have bought these one bedrooms at about 1.5, 1.8 million. Now they are pricing at 2.2 million.
Amazing.
It's increasing. They have a private beach stretch, 350 meters, and they're increasing by 150 meters. Damac has also come up with 2 towers. Shobha has come up with 1 tower.
Nice.
So top 3 developers in Dubai. They've already established themselves here in this location. There's a cruise ship terminal. A lot of people who are going to come to Dubai via cruise, they're going to land here.
Right.
The first buildings they're going to see is Emaar beachfront. And they're going to come from Dubai Harbour to wherever they want to go.
Correct.
And the biggest problem, I mean, why I said earlier is like, earlier we were thinking why something is going to be here. But whenever Emaar lands somewhere, they make sure they take care of the infrastructure and everything.
Okay.
So the entry and exit from Sheikh Zayed Road directly to Emaar
Correct.
beachfront,
Correct.
the Dubai Harbour, makes it a very sensible area to invest in. If I go into Dubai Marina or JBR,
Right.
I'm stuck.
A lot of traffic still there.
That's why probably the prices of property are a little, for the older buildings, making sense. Yeah, you would say, yeah, I'm getting 1 bedroom for 1.5 million, 1.6 million.
Correct.
But you would take that much time to enter to that building. The same time you would go to Dubai South.
But the prices don't seem to come down in Marina and JBR,
Yeah, I mean,
even though,
it's a very dense area.
Correct.
So I don't know. I remember in some years back they used to call that area the most densest skyline in the world.
Wow.
And it's beautiful. You see the sun setting if you're on Hessa Street.
Correct.
Our office is on Hessa Street.
Oh, nice.
Every evening we get out, we see the sun setting over the Dubai Marina skyline.
Nice.
The JLT skyline. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
But yeah, of course, people want to live close to the water. They want the beach. They want all amenities or, services or everything at their doorstep.
Right.
And Dubai Harbour is going to be the next big thing.
So this is the place to keep in mind, Dubai Harbour, if you are looking for investment, and it starts at a price point of 2.5 now? As of now?
Well, yeah, at the moment, let's say $1,000 per square foot. 3.6, 3.5 million, 3 million, 2.8 million, you would get something.
Right. And
I mean, I'm saying $1,000 per square foot for a good unit.
Right. And if our listeners want to get in touch with you right now, will you be able to provide them with the amazing 1 bedroom and 2 bedroom at Dubai Harbour?
They need to be quick because these guys are, I mean, I wish I could tell them I would give you all the time to, look at things, but the market is a little different right now.
Right. So to get in touch with Skyview Real Estate, 050-285-9321, and to give a quick summary about today's topic, best value, how to get the best value from property assets. Under construction property investments you can do.
Yes.
You can wait for 3 months. 3 years till they
pick the right payment plans
Right
so that your
payment
liquidity is not affected.
And also refurbishing your house a little. It's small ideas.
Making it stand out
right
from the others. That's all.
3 points.
Yeah.
Interesting one.
That's good enough, actually. Yeah.
Superb, Rahul. It was a pleasure speaking to you. We're running out of time. Thank you so much
Thank you
for coming to our studios, and we'll see you soon.